one of these days when I'm a little better. Alright. So this is just going to be like an explanation run for anybody who is interested in trying this run. And I recommend it. If you have a way to play Super Mario 64, this run is the most entry-level friendly run that you can do. It does require a little bit of, you know, mechanics. But really they're super easy to learn. Like, super easy. Oh yeah, Dragon, you could definitely do this. Like, if you have an emulator, virtual console, and that includes Switch, Wii, and Wii U, or an original console, for the people who have that. Alright, so what you want to do, on these text boxes, you have to alternate between A and B, right here. Whether, like, I'm using a GameCube because I'm a virtual console, whatever controller you happen to use. You know, if you got an Xbox on your emulator, it would be probably A and X, I think, depending on how you map your buttons on your emulator. But by alternating back and forth, you actually increase your amount of inputs to get through the text faster. You've tried this on N64. It's actually like pretty good. The reason I like the GameCube controller, because just like the N64 controller, it has notches in the directions, which helps for a little bit more consistency on your control stick inputs. So if you're going to do Lakitu skip, you're going to want to long jump to your right slightly, and then you're going to do a jump dive forward, and that should line you pretty close up to where you need to be to do a Lakitu skip. Just like that. And you want to long jump right before you get to. No, I can't get a PB scoot because I take too long to explain it. But yeah, when you want to long jump right before you reach the drawbridge, and you want to get as close to off of the bridge as possible, and long jump as soon as you hit the ground again. So you want to keep holding your trigger or your Z button if if you're on a controller. Yeah, it'll be world record for explanation of this run, maybe. And just tap A as soon as you touch the drawbridge again. Because if you stand there too long, you'll still trigger the Lakitu. So what I generally do is long jump through here, then jump over this railing. Because if you hit it, and then it lines you up to go through the star door. Then double long jump into the painting. And again, you're just going to tap it. Alright, from there, I try to long jump, jump dive, jump dive, jump dive, and then long jump across here. This will aggro Bow Wow in this direction, which will give you a better view until you learn Bomb Clip, which is a little bit more mechanically involved. It's one of those things you learn once you get more consistent. But you aggro him in this direction so you can run past him and set up to do the ground pounds with a good line of sight onto the stump. You don't have to jump very high. Once you get the first one, it doesn't matter if he's in your way. Just tap, jump, ground pound, tap, jump, ground pound. Then long jump and jump, because you can't get it with a standard jump height. With the long jump, you basically get a little bit higher height on your initial jump. So you want to long jump towards the star and then hit jump again. Again, you're going to be tapping through, long jump towards the door, and go out. Long jump towards the center of the room, you're going to get a bunch of speed so you can dive after you come up over the jump, the little hook hump in the floor. If you do it too early, it'll stutter your dive and it'll actually slow you down. So as soon as you come over the hump, you can dive and keep your momentum going forward. All right, and this one's a simple double long jump right into the painting. So this is where the first like glitch besides Lakitu skip comes in. This one has some of the most text, so you gotta keep that. So you jump on this tree, and generally you're gonna be pointing in the right direction. Jump off the tree, and then jump again. Long jump, jump dive to reach the top as quick as possible. Jump at the angle there, and run across this bridge. And then turn and run across this bridge. When you get to the end of this bridge, I found the best setup for this is to jump right next to the plank, because you want to land in this position. And you can see I just keep pushing Mario here. You want it to push him until he's in this position. Then you want to jump and push back to grab a hold of the ledge. Alright, so once you grab a hold of the leg, press A, or whatever you have as your jump button, to jump right up. Then you're going to crouch and backflip. Don't press anything else except crouch and backflip. I'll let the ad run real quick. Oh, you've done this star grab before? Okay, great. Alright, so it's one punch, just to push you forward, and then slowly walk towards the edge of the board. Alright, and you can see in this angle, there's a slight line, if you look at it, right down there at the base. You can see the line where the two textures come together. Submit this explanation to speedrun? I don't know. But you can actually see where the texture impact actually is. Alright. Yeah, so then you would just want to change the angle on your camera real quick. Once to the right, once to the left. Just to make sure that it's aligned properly. Now, and then so you're going to press up, and immediately after you press up to have him climb up, hold straight back. Here we go! And you'll clip into that little texture spot and clip in just enough to grab the star. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to it, but it's really not that difficult. But yeah, you can see if you set it up like that, you'll get it. If I try to do it too fast sometimes, that's why I miss it. But yeah, if you just tap up and then hold straight back, you'll turn around and you will walk right into that texture impact and grab the star. So the second one that I do is shoot into the wild blue. You'll want to grab the tree again, climb a little bit until you're angled like this. So you're angled to the left where you're going to go with the star. Jump off, turn left, long jump, dive, and jump. Yeah, it is. That's the setup. There's a faster setup by climbing that little sloped wall and jumping backwards, but it's a whole lot more technically involved, and I don't know how to do it. Yeah, and you'll dive down here, and about this spot, right at the base of this, you're going to turn away from the wall, do a side jump, and jump right up here once you get a wall kick. The best way to get this star, because you're going to be going fast, is to do a sliding dive kick. So you impact the star without running past it. Because it actually makes Mario's hitbox just a little bit wider while slowing down your speed. Yeah, back in the day, I mean, that's all we could do, Scoop. Alright, so the next star I get is the chip off Whomp's block. So you want to do this startup just like you would do going to shoot away the wall. Again, you're just going to go long jump, jump dive. Then once you get to the top here, you see this nice little angle that this camera gives you. If you run forward, jump, double jump, and then triple jump into the wall, you can get a wall kick off of that to dive back in the direction that you're looking at to get onto the island in the sky. So you just go just like that. doesn't have to be super precise in that wall, which is really nice. But you do need to get the triple jump to get enough height so you don't miss the dive. And you want to hit that wall kick. The wall kick takes a little bit of getting used to the timing on, but once you get it, it's not bad. And then you're just going to long jump over to Womp. Now, Mario has a weird thing that happens when he does the ground pound. During that animation, he basically has 0 hitbox. So if you ground pound at the right time, Womp will clip right through you. So we're going to get Womp. And you'll see, he jumps, we jump, ground pound as he's coming down. You can do it right as he's coming down. That's all you have to do, is start the ground pound. As soon as you see him starting to fall towards you, you'll clip right through him and land on his back. And you'll want to kind of align it. You'll see where the star is. I was off a little bit because I wasn't like trying to align him. But basically, you can basically get it where when he disappears, you just land on the star. But either way, you can just jump over it. I think it saves you about half a second or so if you happen to land properly. Of course, this the exact same setup for Top of the Fortress. Except for here, you're gonna side jump up here, and then just jump your way around the tower until you reach this one. Then run away, side jump back, and you'll grab that ledge. And if you're underneath this overhang with the star, you won't jump up in the air. You'll hit it and pick up the star. Hey, it's not hard, Dragon. It's not. I've only done this probably like 200 times. It's really not that bad. And each run's about 35 to 40 minutes. So they're nice and short, so a practice run wouldn't really take you a whole lot. So there is a way to get this star without the owl. Now, it requires that you jump up there and get up on that island that we were on before, and then triple jump, wall jump, and pull back to get inside the star cage. I haven't gotten quick enough to make it faster than grabbing the owl. So you just grab the owl, hold back so you don't go flying up in the air. Now when you grab the owl, any momentum you have, forward or back, carries into the grab. And you want to jump and grab the owl. Yeah, it's really hard to do it without the owl. It's very difficult. And especially when you're trying to get time on the run, if you miss it one time, it's faster to grab the owl. So until I get more consistent, I don't do it. So, yeah, like I say, you want to grab the owl with as little momentum as possible because it will carry over. So jumping straight up is the best way to do it. And then you just want to guide him over here and let go and push your way towards the cage and then grab it. You do have a little bit of air control. That's why I like to jump straight up, because you can affect the momentum of the owl, of your fall if you do. Alright, the exit of this room is actually pretty interesting. You want to be going forward, do a jump and a kick, and then do a second jump that's the higher jump, and then dive forward. And then you want to long jump towards the middle of the room. And again, as soon as you get over that hump in the floor, dive, and you'll keep your momentum going forward to Cool Mountain. And then 2 long jumps, you're in the painting. This is the most, like, Monka star ever. It makes you nervous because you can't really see it at first. So you want to jump off the side of the level. And then as soon as you go off the side, kick. Of course, you know, I jumped off the wrong section because I'm a derp and I was overthinking it. But either way, you want to go more towards away from the screen where you start. Then hit the Mario camera and undo the Mario camera. As you can see, there's a little opening in the ground there. That's what I fell through the first time. You want to push further forward from where the start point is. And then this star is pretty straightforward. You just get it normally, pretty much. You just wall kick up here. And I like to do the triple jump setup. You technically only need 2. Run, long jump. Don't hold forward here, as we found out the last run, because you'll fly right off the side. You just long jump and land, and then just pick up the star. Like I said, it's not really... If you've already gotten that star in a standard playthrough, it's not all that difficult to do. Now, Little Penguin Lost. There is a quick way to climb here. Like that. And then you just walk after the penguin. Of course, you know, I waited too long. You just grab hold of him. Alright, I like to jump to get a little bit more speed. And then you just slide down this slope here. And then slide down this slope here. Of course, you know, I did it. The car alarm bird, yeah. Mamma mia. No, it's not a big, you know, not a big deal. Press forward here. And when you press forward here, go past this tree, and you'll land right there. Now, don't go too far out to the right, because there's a wind that will grab you, and you'll drop the penguin. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for this penguin. You wanna know how I feel about this penguin? Y'all ready? Yeah, you ready? I won't do it. Scoot knew where I was going with that. Hey, how's it doing, Salty? How you doing, gamer? Of course, that's your 8 stars. So from there, you do 2 long jumps, 1 up the ramp, and then 1 towards the door. It's not super hard. Alright, so once you come out this door, you'll have a little bit of momentum forward. You can just side jump up to this star door. All those lost PBs? Yeah. Alright. Then you can long jump, dive, recover. And that's how you get in here. Again, you want to A-B tap to get through the text box. You're going to run forward, long jump, 1, 2, 3 to get over the flame, long jump up this, and backflip towards that, jump, dive, long jump up this, long jump up here, long jump, turn 2 times, long jump across. Again, the cycles are kind of off because I took time at the beginning. Then you can just jump to land on this area here. From there, watch the Goomba RNG, and you just walk on the left side of these planks. 1, 2, 3. You land on the button, and then you can swag strata here to land in the pipe. Not a hard swag strat. And this one is pretty straightforward. You just got to get some practice on your discipline, and then you just beat Bowser, you know, standard way. You know, just toss him around. And just remember to kind of do a little runaway round so you trigger his text box. If you just stand where he's at, you will not trigger the text box. So you got to remember to kind of run around him to get the text box to spawn quicker. Yeah, that one is the more like technical. You got to kind of learn the discipline. It's one of the first like gates for the run. Is just getting good at Bowser runs. Then you can long jump here, dive down there, and go through the star door. Jump off here, grab that, turn, dive, and you're down here at the bottom door. This is all just getting movement good, and the more you do the runs, the better you'll get. Long jump here, dive, grab the door, long jump over here, and then jump through there. Now this one's really, really time sensitive, so you gotta, if you're not really good at the time sensitive stuff, you can do a backup strat here, but this is one of those, just practice how it works. What's gonna happen is you're gonna spawn in, gonna turn left, jump and dive through the hills to get the speed, and then you'll just keep dive, recover, to keep your speed up as you go up the side of the pillar. As soon as you are at the top of the pillar, you're going to long jump and hold slightly back on the control stick to hit the Shy Guy. Once you hit the Shy Guy, you're going to hold the jump button while you're in the air and guide it towards the bird. Once you hit the bird, you're just going to guide it to that walkway, slide down the side of the pyramid, and right before you hit the quicksand, jump off, and you'll get the star. Like so. But anyway, that's... So I'm gonna do it again because I was trying to explain it and I was doing a pretty crap job of execution there. Like I say, just turn right. Kick W. Yeah, it's all about like just getting the game over.
Game over.
But anyway, with that, I have an 8-star save, so no big deal. Who knew that I would be using that for this save for this purposes? Who'd have thunk it, right? It really is a bop. Most of the like basement is just like movement optimization, really. Wow, I can honestly say I've never done that before. Alright, so... Stay on the right side of the pillar to stall the aggro. Just guide yourself to the bird. Like I say, stay on the right side of that pillar. And then you're just going to run here. Oh, I jumped a little early. But other than that, it's just like that. And I say it's just like that, but it's like, also, it's just some practice. Now this one, as soon as you enter in, tap your camera one to the right, and it'll line you up, and you can see the side of this, this hill beside you. So all you're gonna do is jump kick, high jump, and then triple jump. And you can dive if you get high enough, but if you don't, you have time to do a second jump to a dive. It's safer on timelines to make sure you get that other jump I've found. But if you get really good at timing it, then you can just dive after the triple jump. But basically, all you gotta do is just... And now from here, you can just run up here. 1, 2, 3, and you're up there. You can use the momentum if you get the first dive to do a long jump and then a triple jump to get on the star, but that's a pretty tough collection of inputs. And you jump here. Don't do that. And then jump into Lethal Lava Land. The best thing here to do is to enter in and then double tap the right. And then you're going to long jump to the island that's behind you, long jump to the little circular jump dive onto the sinking platform, and then you can long jump to the coins and then dive recover to collect the coins faster. You can see that it's faster, but it also requires a lot more discipline to do it that way. So that's why I don't do it. You love learning? Huh. Just getting like fast to avoid the puzzle pieces pulling out from under the coins you're getting is the biggest thing on saving time there. Then you can long jump there, and then jump into Hazy Maze Cave. Jump, and then wait until you're right in line with the railing, and dive in. This star will make you pull your hair out if you're not used to it. Basically, you just want to get to that door on the left as quickly as possible. Now, once you're through this door, you want to run straight to the right and double jump and wall kick off and push slightly further to the right to grab a hold of the platform above it. Let's see if I hit it first time. Probably not. Nope. Now, if you don't, I recommend, if you don't get it while you're practicing, kill that skitterbug, because it's going to be a pain in your butt if you don't. Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to line up your camera. If you don't hit it the first time, run forward a little bit, but be careful. If you fall off the front end there, you're going down in the pit and there's no recovering. So you want to do that. You want to get a wall jump. If you do that little skip, make sure you hit jump again or you will fall off. So what you want to do is go into Mario camera so you can actually direct towards the star. It's especially important on this one in particular. You want to be looking at the star. Alright, and then you can exit Mario camera. What you want to do is get a running start and long jump. Again, if you miss the long jump, you're going in the hole and you're not going to recover. So make sure you grab that ledge or you land on this. Then you're going to grab that star. That star is probably one of the hardest ones to truly get, like, good at. In my opinion. Alright, and then you're going to long jump across here, and this toad will spawn at 12 stars. You would just talk to him. And you want to just tap the jump button, because you'll go higher if you hold it. And then you end up accidentally, like, getting on the railings and stuff, and it gets weird. Then you just dive kick back in. Alright, now this clip is actually pretty fun. Again, you're just going to get to this door to your left as quickly as possible. And then you're going to turn right. I like to long jump here, but you got to get a far enough angle that you don't hit the wall, you just roll around it. And watch that skitterbug, because you can hit him. If you hit him, you got to make sure you recover quickly, because you'll just slide down in the hole and die. So once you get in here, you're going to get on the elevator, bonk up against that to avoid fall damage, and press against this. Press against that little, like, dark spot in the texture, and as you see the elevator coming, start sliding to the right. And then keep pushing to the right and forward as you fall, and you'll land right on the star. It's actually not hard at all to do. Just pick that dark spot and go from there. Alright? And then you just dive kick right back into the level. And this is watch for falling rocks. Again, back to this door. Alright? Then you're going to run forward and just long jump. and you'll walk right up here, and then you want to long jump up this. Again, this one, just like normal, you're basically going to do a turn, wall kick, and you're going to jump right here. And then you can hit jump again if you line it properly, and just grab that star right away. That one's really not super technical. It expects you to get it that way anyway, so. But other than the long jumping across the pit, which you can make. I didn't know you could. I had to learn that. Now you just have to learn how to exit this room. I still haven't figured out a way that I prefer to do it. So, you just need a second jump height to get over the railing so you don't clip back in. Now from here, I like the long jump to the left here. And then I had a nasty case of diving after MIPS too early because the dive will keep your momentum speed going. But you'll want to long jump and make sure you're on the right side of MIPS to guide him towards the door that we're going to. Alright? And then what you're going to do is, if you miss him here, he will go to the right here of this toad, so you can just grab him right there. I'm going to run him back to the original position though, so I can get him back into his position. Just to kind of show proof of concept here. And see, he'll go to the right. So if you dive towards the right of the toad, you'll grab him, even if you don't get the quick grab. So you'll smash through his dialogue, and as soon as you put him down, you grab him again and walk away. Don't grab the star, it loses you time, but it doesn't hurt you if you do grab it. And you can jump to move faster, but just be aware these flames will burn you and make you run around. So what you want to do is come over to the right side of this door. And you don't want too much of an angle, but you want a slight right angle on Mario, and then you want to slowly walk right. And you see, when Mips's shadow disappears, you can hold the crouch button. Then you want to aim yourself back towards Mips, like this. Now, I might have got him a little bit too far to the right. Nope, I did. And then you can just grab him. You do not want to press your control stick when you're standing up or you'll clip back out of the door. You'll turn around and you'll place him down on the opposite side of the door and walk through. Turn around, grab him, and again, you'll just jump around to make it faster. And then you can get a steep angle on the star door though, on the MIPS clip. But as soon as his shadow goes away, you can clip right inside the star door. No problem. Long jump, maybe a dive, and you're in Dire Docks. From Dire Docks, you need to learn this swimming rhythm. You'll get the feel for it, and you can feel the speed. It was actually one of the more technical parts of the run, is learning to get the swimming rhythm down. You can lose like up to 5 seconds on missing swimming rhythms. Then you're gonna hold straight back and jump onto this fin. I like to angle the camera a little bit so it's a little lined up. Run back and do a back turn. Yeah. So this is a really good way, Dragon, to get it. So you're going to line this up. You're going to run towards the back just a little bit to get enough inertia to get a spin jump. And you want to land on that center section of the sub's back. And then you jump and dive to get on top of the sub. Just like that. That's the best way you can do it, is run towards the back, get the jump, aim towards the middle of the sub's back, jump, and then dive, and you'll land on top. Oh yeah, it's best music. Then you can long jump, and I prefer to jump around there, and you can grab the Bowser sub-star. Alright, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. You gamers hold tight. And then we'll go through the end of the run into some of the BLJs and how the Bowser 2 stage works, because it's actually pretty tight on the windows to get the cycles. Usually on your first couple runs you're going to aim for probably the second cycle, but as you get faster with it you'll get the first cycle. So I'll be right back, gamers, hold tight. I gotta refill my water bottle anyway. Oh, the castle music theme, like this whole game really does a good job with the music, but yeah, Dire Dire Docks and the castle music is the best. Alright. So like I said, now the best way to get into this Bowser quickly is to turn around, jump, kick, dive, jump, and dive. Best way to get into here is to turn your camera twice to the left. You're going to run and then long jump, onto here, then long jump here. Now this one I learned a little bit later on is the triple jump. 1, 2, 3, dive. Then you can run off the side here and get right up here to this top platform. Climb this till your head's in here, and you jump out. Now this part I'm still not super consistent with, but it is the fastest way to climb. You want to run into the elevator and do a side jump and wall kick up to the top. And then you long jump across this, long jump up that, jump over top, long jump, and you long jump will keep your momentum going up these slopes. Like I say, we missed one cycle because I was explaining it. So anyway, so once you finish that cycle, you'll be up here, run around here, long jump to get you some speed, and then just start long jumping over this. It doesn't matter if you hit the fire, there's a heart right here, you can just jump right through it. Grab hold of this post, line it up, and jump off here. Now you can, if you're really good, long jump around the edge of this wall. But I found I haven't been consistent enough at that, so the easiest thing to do is wall jump up. Then, if you long jump from here, you won't take fall damage, jump, and then dive down the hole. Now, this Bowser, the first thing he's going to do is slam the platform. You don't really want to run anywhere. You want to stay where you're at, and as you slide towards him, about halfway there, jump, and then right before you land, kick. And then you can run up and walk right up to his tail and grab it. Now, obviously, I was waiting too long, but you can grab his tail before he does anything, and then just throw him like normal. And again, you have to make sure that you run around so you trigger his text box. Like I say, Bowser 2 is really all about mechanics. Good night, Scoot. I hope you get the best sleep, gamer. Alright, and then you jump, kick, and you'll drop in there. Because you can't get back out of the star door because of how you... You can? That's weird. So, because you can't exit the star door, you gotta go back in here, press pause, and exit the course. It will put you back upstairs, and you're gonna long jump up these stairs to use this key. That's really weird, Dragon. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, so when you come in here, you're gonna walk at this angle, and double jump up. And you'll cut to the top of the stairs by clipping through there. I don't know why that works, but it does. Now comes the toughest part to learn. Yeah, his tail hitbox is weird. The best way I've found to do this is to go into Mario Cam and camera down. So it's far Mario Cam. Okay, now you're gonna press down the stairs, crouch, long jump, and then you're going to hold straight back and start slamming the A button as soon as Mario hits stairs. Like I say, it's not a hard mechanic, but you only have this amount of space to get it, because you have to be holding straight back to clip into the stairs to get your backwards momentum going. And if you get the long jump clip too late, you won't get enough speed to get through the door. Because there's no capped speed on Mario's backwards momentum. That's how this trick works. Basically, you go so fast that the hitbox for the door and wall doesn't actually stop you because you're going too fast. But yeah, this is one of the hardest tricks to get good at. You gotta make sure that you get it quickly. There is a rhythm to it, I just haven't figured it out what it is. But the more centered you are on the steps, the better your likelihood of clipping properly. I generally exit Mario Cam after BLJ1, or else it acts really weird. Then you're just going to jump up here. Of course, this star door lets you through. Now you want to line up to the right of this, because if you line up to the left and you get a bunch of speed, you'll clip through the back wall and into Wet Dry World. Don't ask me how it works like that, it just does. So you want to stay to the right and clip up the stairs. Yeah, and you can end up in Tick-Tock Clock too, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but once you get used to like the rhythm that you hit, you can practice on the endless staircase quite a bit to get you used to the BLJ1. But BLJ1 is just learning the rhythm and timing to start it. You wet dry whirl? Alright, then this one here is just learning how to navigate through this this course. Because the RNG of the enemies will mess you up. Oh, you flew into TikTok clock? Yeah, and you can long jump across there so you don't have to do all that stuff. Thanks, Go. I'm probably gonna do one more run before I end tonight for sure. But I hope you get good sleep. I went too far forward there. Yeah, the RNG is pretty strong on this part of the run. And it just takes practice to get good at the mechanical part of it. But take your time and climb it, take the risk where you want. And you just long jump over there. And then you just jump in here and defeat Bowser as quickly as possible. I have a rhythm that I'm used to with the Bowser throws, but just find whatever works for you. And just like that, you just beat the game with 16 stars. So hopefully that helps anybody who's interested in trying to run the 16 star. Like I say, it looks like a big, scary beast, but it's really not. It's just, my first run was around the 2.5 hour mark. So, you know, don't be discouraged. You know, take your time, relax. Mechanics is going to be the hardest part that you have to get in. But it's really a fun run to do. So good, I beat it in 0 seconds. Right, absolutely. Yeah, so that's basically, you know, how the run functions as a whole. Hopefully that helps some of you. Like I say, I'm glad to have more people want to run the game. A lot of the people in the community have come through and helped me out. It's a really welcoming community in this speed run. There's a lot of really good runners. Definitely check out all the runners. Most of them are really nice. So.
And it's all thanks to you. Thank you.
Big Glue. I don't know. I don't know if he still runs anymore, but he helped kind of coach me through, as well as a couple other members of the community. Oh yeah, Dragon, give it a little practice. You'd be surprised how actually quickly you get really good. But there's one caveat to once you learn how to speedrun a game, okay? And I'm just going to give full disclosure here, right? It is very difficult to go back to playing the game on a like more casual level, because you become so ingrained with the speed tech that when I tried 120 star, it was actually kind of more difficult to play it because I just was so used to doing the 16 star run. So yeah, Mizkif is really good. Yeah, Mizkif's really good. Like way better mechanically than me. So yeah, definitely, like I say, it's just a fun way to experience in a new way a game that you enjoy anyway. I can sometimes get caught up in trying to beat my personal best, and I'll sometimes lose some of the enjoyment and tilt. But in general, I really enjoy this run, and I don't think I could really do it hardcore. But I definitely enjoy doing the run, especially this one day a week, and I've really enjoyed sharing how it all works for people who might be interested. So. I might cut this little section out of my VOD and put it on YouTube. Yeah, I feel like SG could run. I feel like anybody could do this run, in all honesty, regardless of skill level. I mean, they might not do it in under 30 minutes, but as far as just being good enough to execute and complete the run with the small glitches required, yeah, like I say, BLJ1 is going to be the gatekeep for most people. It was for me. I spent almost 2 hours of the 2.5 hour run doing BLJ1. Because once you get BLJ1, BLJ2 is gravy. That's the first one. The MIPS clip is pretty simple. You just gotta take your time. Oh yeah, definitely you could do a 16 star dragon. No question. So, it's definitely one of those runs that's really welcoming to all skill levels. And like I say, with just the simple explanation I gave, it's not a super involved thing. Anybody could just pick it up. Like I say, Temp's done the run. I don't know how quickly Temp did his, but like I say, once you get BLJ1, which, like I say, it will take time, and it can be tough to get it, started. But once you get it, like I say, a bad BLJ for me now is 30 seconds. And I started with 2 hours on it, so